Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to watching Empire fade into the sunset in Stellaris. But Pete, the sun never sets on the Peterian Empire. And you know what? That's true. The sun never does set on the Peterian Empire. One, because it's freaking huge, and two, because it's an interstellar empire and contains a couple hundred stars, so it's literally impossible for the sun to ever set on it. That's not even much of a boast, really, though, because it would be true even if we were still just a one-planet miner. Even if we just had one tiny little shit-pot planet, it would still be true that the sun never set on the Perfidious Empire, the Peterian Empire. But I feel like I've sort of exhausted what this playthrough of Stellaris has to offer. The rest of what you're gonna see in this is just a natural progression of what's already happening. It's just gonna be effectively more of the same. We're gonna keep colonizing, we're gonna keep going out. We got a few remaining worlds within our borders and without, some down here. We're just gonna keep blobbing out, bloat our population, build up our fleet, keep researching, and lean on the galaxy until ultimately it crumbles beneath our weight like a fat guy at a buffet line who's leaning against the snot guard when he really shouldn't be. The Nurian civilization is encountered. A pre-space alien civilization and some, yeah, whatever. We found some other dump planet, galaxy, some other pathetic race of fools who just want to get crushed beneath us like we crushed all of the space roaches. To put this playthrough in poker terms, though, we've got the big stack now. Also, I just let some time advance off camera to do some ship upgrades and whatnot, because this probably is going to be, I think, our last episode of Stellaris. Like I said, I really feel like everything we might want to do, we've sort of accomplished. We could go to war with Frank Muterwood if we wanted to. It's interesting to note, too, the pact, the defensive pact they had with the Oxbraxy Hive did expire. Off camera, the Oxbraxy Hive declared war on something Frank Muterwood was interested in. They got next to each other. Now there's some border tensions. They don't like each other anymore. Suddenly they're not friends. Which is fine. The Oxbraxy Hive has superior naval capacity to us, really. Equivalent technology and equivalent fleet power, though our fleet power is just continually going up because we're mostly focused on research. And now that that defensive pact has ended, I really feel like we could probably successfully go tango with either one of these at pretty much whenever we wanted. I'd be more likely to take on Muterwood than the Oxbraxy, because honestly, the Oxbraxy have been pretty decent neighbors, and Frank Muterwood's a scumbag. But I don't feel like there's a whole lot left for us to accomplish here. So, yeah, there are a couple things I still want to do. Some of the I know we didn't get any of the mega structures in the Utopia and whatnot, but you'd want a very different kind of playthrough to sort of see that. Really, I think what you'd want to do is like a small-scale empire with a really high-tech focus. To see, like, the building ring worlds and Dyson spheres, etc., and all that. We didn't really do that. We just wanted to eat babies. That's what this playthrough was all about. It was about devouring children. And I feel that by and large, you know what? We accomplished our goal. Most of our children were devoured. So let's merge these fleets up. No, seriously, they'll merge these fleets up. Get all these together, and one last kind of like little victory lap thing. We do have a dreadnought that's over here that's been irritating me for some time. I'm gonna go destroy it. Can you guys merge, please? You're merging with Second Strike Force, who is then merging with Not a Distraction. Okay, could you guys then merge? Yep. Let's hurry up and get this done, fellas. I mean, you don't have far to go. There we go. So we've got roughly a 25,000 fleet power fleet. Let's go see if these guys have what it takes to head over to Ertheus and fight the automated dreadnought. This is more of a curiosity thing. Some of these new events, I kind of want to see how they play out. We are losing energy credits, of course, because the fleet is rolled out and they're no longer in orbit. It doesn't really matter. We can afford to lose 51 credits a turn, basically indefinitely at this point. Alternatively, we could just go raise taxes on a sector, probably. And pick those back up if we really wanted to. I mean, we've got outs here. We could come down to, no, our sectors are pretty well energy neutral. Man, I really don't care. But it's 50 credits. Who cares? We have 11,000 energy credits, and we can sell minerals whenever we want. If we feel like we need more credits, we can just sell minerals. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. I don't really care. I got all of our science ships to auto-explore, because honestly, I get tired of micromanaging them. So are you guys here yet? Okay, we completed some research into what? I'm curious. really care about our expenses, don't really care about surveys and anomalies. We unlocked a Stormfire cannon, which is actually a pretty significant upgrade. We could go upgrade the fleet again if we wanted to. It's just, do we really need to at this point? Why bother? Whirlwind missiles, I don't care about. Basic fighter wing, still don't care about it. One of these things we're going to have to research, though, because we're effectively just straight up out of everything else. So sure, here you go. Research basic fighter wings. I don't give a shit about them, but research them anyway. Maybe we should do battleship research, even though I think battleships are kind of a bad investment. Seems like you're better off with a lot of destroyers and cruisers. Just because evade seems like it's better than any other variety of defense. Hey, Percival Peckham, what the hell are you doing here, man? You're in the wormhole to Perfidious in 2 days? Well, it's about damn time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Go and engage this dreadnought. Let's do it. Last time we were out here, we finally completed regenerative hull tissue. Well, it only took 8 trillion years, but we finally did it. We can make a tomb world inhabitable. Not really sure that's useful. Artificial morale codes. Resettlement cost goes down and we could share the burden. Yeah, let's take that. I like being able to resettle people. We could, if we really wanted to up our overall capacity and fighting power too, we could just integrate some of our vassals. Why are you idle? Turn you on, just go on auto explore. Stay on auto explore. What the hell's wrong with you? Just, you know, do that. Oh, you were down in Queeb Duran. See, and this is all we're gonna be doing. We got this place down here in Queeb Duran. What do we want to do? We're gonna just come colonize it. We're bloating up at this point. This is what it is. It's this forever. Just more bloat. The continual slow bloating. It's kind of like the Perfidious Pete diet plan. It's just a continual steady gorging on available ready resources where it endorses a steady explosive growth. What do we want to name our colony? I'm sort of out of names at this point. We could call this one Pete Falls, I guess. Sort of like a Sioux Falls kind of thing. Really, the only thing we really give a shit about is this. Social experiment. I don't really care what you're doing. Socially, I've grown decadent. I've become Caligula. I'm an emperor who no longer gives a single shit about his empire. I'm just indifferent. I've got a real Marie Antoinette kind of let them eat cake sort of thing working here. Yeah, that's nice. I can't be bothered to care about my own empire anymore, and that's not a place you want to be as an emperor. If you don't care about your citizens, that's bad. Mostly I cared about them. I mean, previously I cared about our citizens. Specifically, I cared about how they tasted. But I don't want to be completely callous anymore. So let's pull up the stats on this fleet battle. Yes, here we go. So it's a roughly even fight. Wow. All right, so one of the clam wreckers is down. Are we even putting a dent in this dreadnought? This guy is really taking a lot of damage. We got a ton of sources just ripping him apart, but he has just a truckload of health. Yep, he's putting some dents in us. I think we can get him. He's taking damage. We don't want to retreat yet. Sir Percival Peckham is still putting up quite a noble fight. Now that we've got his shields down and that we're in closer on him, we should have more of an advantage defensively. He's really capable of taking a beating, though. Down to 19,000. Honestly, I think we can probably produce ships as fast as we're losing them in this fight. Like here, guys, build some clam wreckers. Establish another colony, build a clam wrecker. What's this? Oh, another one of our scientists died. Could you scientists stop dying? Why don't you research a longevity pill or something? I hate these damn scientists. They're always just keeling over, dropping dead. It's like, ugh. Just knock it off. Just stop dying. Just stop it. Voidcraft. Yeah, you know what? Get a bonus to biology research speed if you would. Then come up here and research a way to not die. How's that sound? Use your biological knowledge to make certain that you don't suffer the inevitable obsolescence of all meat-based life forms. Stop dying. That's all. You could just not die. Don't you understand? When it comes time to die, you could just look death in the face and say, you know what? I don't really feel like it today. I think I'm good, death. I don't want to die. So we're gonna win this fight. It's gonna cost us some ships. The dreadnought's gonna go down. I wonder if we could also defeat the space dragon. He's probably way tougher, because I mean, dragon. This is just an ancient dreadnought. Also, we lost quite a number of ships winning this fight, too. Overall, this was probably a decided net loss for the Empire at large. The ability to colonize 2 planets we sort of don't need anymore. That ship will sell the stars again under our flag. It would be a waste of resources, salvage it for parts. 5,000 minerals, 5,000 energy, and 1,000 engineering research, or, you know what? No, take it. Situation log. I'm repairing the Dreadnought. That's how we end the campaign. We make it a redemption story. We repair the Dreadnought, pull him back in under our aegis. It costs 10,000 research. Wow. Have a construction ship in orbit. Okay, I mean, no problem. We can do that. Construction ship, Goibnu. Here, move out here. So that part of it's achieved. Not a distraction. Why don't you just go back to Earth and get repaired, I guess. Actually, it looks like you're going for repairs. I don't know where you're going. I'd really rather you just go to Sol. There you go. Fly on back to Earth, buddy. Good work, Sir Percival. You have once again shown yourself a military master strategist, and you have become a level 5 admiral as well, because, I mean, deserve it. So, not a distraction, took some beating. We can just repair that. Yeah, we took a little bit of we got banged up a little bit in that. Actually, more than a little. We got pretty banged up in that, but yeah. The Empire's going fine. We don't need our fleet. Nobody's gonna mess with us. Everybody's too afraid to attack us. They'll be like, man, have you seen the Peterians over there? You don't want to mess with those guys. They are fucking brutal savages. They will annihilate you. We got what? Colonies going here, and we got Pete Maha and the Pete's. Oh, you guys are actually done. Okay, I mean, sure. We could just put some surface structures on you because, like, why not, I guess. What do we really want out of you? Probably more than anything, like energy and science, I'd assume. Minerals wouldn't hurt, I suppose. Here, you come down here and do this. And we'll build you... we'll just build you a mine. This pop, when they grow, we'll bring them over here and just build them an auto-Cathanan monument. Seems fine. What are you guys doing over here in Depete? Looking for food, huh? We don't really need food, actually. I'd prefer you to come over here and I'll just build you a mine. And when you finally finish growing, we're going to put you there and we'll just build you a auto-Cathanan monument, I think. And the Empire gets 1 planet bigger. Whoopity shit. Just 1 more for the pile, I suppose. Yeah, our little offshoot down here in Rogan, annoying. But which, by the way, Petlahoma City is going to have to go into a district shortly. How you guys doing? Let's upgrade that. All things considered, I mean, you guys seem like you're doing pretty good job, actually. We'll build you a... Do we need a hydroponic farm? Yeah, if we're going to put you in your own district, you will have to be self-sufficient from a food standpoint. So here, we'll build you 2 hydroponic farms. And then after that... You're making 4 energy and you're spending more than that. Is there any way you can get their energy from like a nearby... Is there a nearby resource where you could get some extra energy? No. So the rest of your planet's going to have to be effectively... We'll just build a power plant. And we'll build you a power plant. What about resources, Pete? These guys have effectively no minerals. You're right. Let's build another mine on here. And then these guys, I mean, this planet is done. Everything is already ready to be built. It's just all queued up and waiting for people to occupy it and waiting for that building really to just go into a district. This is it. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot left here for Stellaris to do. I like the game. It's enjoyable, and I'm enjoying the expanding and exploiting. I just don't think it makes for particularly gripping content. It's so much of the same thing. Like, a lot of the gameplay really should be happening off camera. And if a lot of the gameplay should be really happening off camera, then why play it on camera to begin with? That sort of seems like it's defeating the purpose, isn't it? A little self-defeating strategy. I do want to try and defend. I do want to try and mess with this dreadnought. So let's try and make this happen. We got a science ship in orbit. Okay, we got a construction ship here. Construction ship has 1 construction ship in orbit. Did we not send a construction ship out here? I thought we did. Oh, it just hasn't gotten there yet. Man, our construction ships are slow as dirt, though, huh? Maybe we should redesign those, build them a little better, give them some thrusters or something to try and make them faster. Is that even a thing we could do? Ship designer. What? Let's just take a look. This is more out of curiosity than anything else. Where is our construction ship? So, like, you have, yeah, effectively nothing on you. So what if we redesigned you and gave you a really powerful engine? I mean, you have effectively nothing right now. So what if we go to here and give you a small, like a small antimatter reactor? It's really all we want to give you. And then everything else would be things that make you go faster, like advanced afterburners. Increases your combat speed. Is there anything else we could do to make you go faster? Regenerative whole tissue. Why don't you just sit there and mock me? That's fine. Advanced afterburners. I mean, I suppose we could give it shields. We have the power. Actually, we don't. Our small antimatter reactor, the advanced afterburners, are actually chewing up all of it. Speed is important. Yeah, it's just, here you go. That's fine. We'd build those, given our druthers, but honestly, I don't really care. It's going to take us 10,000 research to do this. How long would 10,000 research take? It's actually like 4 or 5 years. So while we're doing that, then maybe we should work on something else. What's the next logical step for the Peterian Empire? I mean, we haven't eaten any babies in a while. Our colonization continues to go out of control. I suppose the next thing to do would be to just integrate the Zaplos. 462 at a rate of 5 influence promoting 90. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Why not? We'll have no influence now or when we're done, but honestly, it's fine. We'll bring the Zaplos in, we'll devour their babies, we'll finish beating up on this ship here.
System survey complete.
It's all about auto-exploring. So, construction ship, you are so fucking slow, though. We're also playing at normal speed. I suppose we could speed things up a little. Yeah, it's nice. We don't really care. Alright, so we have a ship in orbit and research it. I'm curious what if the Dreadnought is worth it. Is it worth sacking all of that research for that much time to build whatever this thing is? I mean, in theory, that thing should have a fleet power of about 20,000.
System survey complete.
Got another tradition available. Sure, leaders live an extra 20 years. Yeah, that's fine. Give me another 20 years of my leader lifespan so the bastards will stop dying. I appreciate that. It saves us influence, if nothing else. Yeah, it's just, I mean, we're just sitting here staring at it. This is it. The death of the Peterian Empire came not from external forces, or it came not from rot from within, even. Rot spelled the doom of the Peterian Empire is just sort of a lack of interest. We just couldn't be bothered to care anymore. Queeb Duran, are you surveyed yet? Our goal was to colonize this planet, so can we do that now? You're surveyed. Here, planetary. Here, we're gonna colonize you. Here, Earth, build a nice colony ship. Planet already has a planned colony. Oh, never mind. They were already on the way. Well, sorted. Good old Pete Falls. That'll develop into a nice colony out there. Yeah, whatever. Integrating the Zaplos, waiting to see what the Dreadnought does when it becomes a part of our empire. This is just improved assist research, which we're not even doing. I don't think we've ever done that. Guardian point defense, don't care about. Applied superconductivity, just gives us an extra 5% energy. Proton torpedoes, plasma cannons. Plasma cannons seem pretty good. 24,000. Proton torpedoes seem real terrible. What's the advantage here? They do 200% shield damage. That doesn't seem that useful, actually. Sure, do plasma cannons, whatever. Rock Brain. Scan a particularly massive asteroid yields fascinating results. The rock's core is shot through the network of dust and crystals carrying a weak electric charge. Crew on the HIMSS Ambassador recognize this matrix as a primitive neural lattice and believe the celestial body to be thinking in some capacity, if not fully sentient. They seek permission to excavate the core and transport it to nearest orbital station for closer study. You know what? Do whatever the hell you want. Crystals are valuable in their ore light. So we got 250 engineering research and 1,000 energy credits.
System survey complete.
Just out there surveying the old galaxy. Sitting on 5,000 minerals, too. Probably got me crazy. You should maybe spend those. Spaceport. I mean, I suppose we could upgrade our ships. Didn't we get, like, a new design? The Clam Crusher we could make more crushier than ever. Didn't we get a new gun? we could strap onto you. Advanced railgun, Gauss cannons, kinetic battery, Stormfire cannon. Yeah, we did get a new gun. Sure. Here, replace all these. It's been a while since we upgraded this ship, actually. It's kind of a dump. It's kind of a toilet ship. We could give you better, or we could give you antimatter reactors, which are better. Gives you a bunch of bonus power. Well, you've already got our biggest shields on you. Yeah, here, throw a shield capacitor on there, then. Sure, Clam Crusher. There you go. Full upgraded, bro. And yes. And I guess we'll upgrade the rest of your friends. I'm not going to upgrade a Clam Crusher because at this point it's so obsolete it doesn't even matter. Oh, it looks like we may have already upgraded this. With the exception of it doesn't have Stormfire cannons, so let's fix that. Stormfire autocannon. There you go. Oh, we got a bunch of extra power. Well, let's strip this off. Get rid of that afterburner. Let's put on the good afterburner. Still leaves us with 25 extra. Let's make you be a shield instead, then. It leaves us with 5 extra power. I'm relatively comfortable with that design. Oh, for our smaller ship, though, could we, Clam Smasher, could we upgrade your combat roll thing? We didn't. There you go. That'll make you slightly better, too. Save that. Yes. And then, I mean, I don't know. What the hell do you even do at this point? We could make some more... Here, make a few destroyers. Earth, make like... Oh, what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9... Here, make 10 destroyers. That seems fine. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh, make a clam wrecker or 2. And St. Peter's, I guess we'll have you... I mean, we should, I suppose, be rebuilding our shattered fleet. I've got a real ennui here, though. All of this seems ultimately just futile. The Peterian Empire is not going anywhere. We're too big to fail.
Research complete. System
Rocking through some research, too, now. Share the burden, sure. Naval capacity. This thing has been on our list for 100 years. Let's just knock it out of the way. Slaves are rallying on Los Pedalos. Why are you angry, slaves? You should not be angry. You should be overjoyed. This plan is great. You should love it. What are we behind in? Physics research. Okay. Do physics. Upgrade you. Just here. Take a nice round of upgrades. You're getting built. Here, we'll build you a basic science center. There we go. Anything else? They don't... You know what? They're probably angry because they don't have room to grow. Here, take a tile blocker. There you go. You happy now, pal? Slaves are back in line where they belong. Well, okay, I mean, that uprising lasted all of a 12th of a second. That's it. I think that's it for the Peterian Empire. We're over our colony limit. Well, that's fine, because this colony is actually done, so we'll just make you a district. Let's hire you a leader. Who's available? We need a governor. Youngest governor alive is 34. I don't care what you do, other than live a long time. So, planets and sectors, we're going to make a new sector. Create a new sector. We're not even close to our sector limit. No, I don't want that. Create a new sector. Where's that planet? Here we go. You're a new sector. Ragnolan. Welcome to it. Pete Lahoma City. Yep. Brand new sector. There you go. Oh, you know, I guess we could add some planets to this sector, too. Planets and sectors. We got to give it an actual Pete Lahoma City sector. No, it will not be named this. It'll be District 2. Get your governor, put him in charge. Kai Tan, there you go. You're required to give me nothing, actually. And let's add here. You can have... Sure, take that. Take that. Take that. Anything else that you might want? No? Alright, well, there you go. Now you're happy. Now you got stuff. Also, it gives us something to do with our construction ship that isn't busy doing whatever that construction ship is doing to the Dreadnought. You can come down here and build a mining station, and you can come down here and build a research station. We're waiting now to see what happens with this Dreadnought. That's really all we're doing. We're just waiting on the Dreadnought. I'm curious to see what happens. I don't know why I'm even bothering to manage the Empire. I really should stop. Rithus? I mean, this thing says it's almost done. Oh, somebody surveyed this planet while we were over here, too. Okay. We could build the stuff out here, I guess.
System survey.
Yeah, don't care.
System survey complete.
It's nice. Keep surveying. How's the dreadnought coming? Not really sure what you're doing. Oh, it's like welding the hull back together. Are you almost finished?
System survey complete.
Says it's like almost done. Could we really have racked up 10,000 research that fast? Seems like it should have taken a lot longer. Then again, we are making 344 a month.
Special project.
Done. All right, let's see what we got out of that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pause. Hold on. Okay, first off, unemployment. Nobody likes to be unemployed. You're angry? Oh, here. You're angry. You'll be a slave. I don't understand at this point why anybody, a powerful addition to our fleet. Well, Day, our skilled repair crews and engineers have finished their work on the ancient dreadnought. We disabled in the Eurythus system. Master Warship received its full crew complement and declared ready for service after conducting space trials. That's it? It's 4K? It's kind of terrible. All of that work, 10,000 research we put into that. A ship that is itself 4,000, which, I mean, that's not terrible, but it really doesn't seem like that was worth it. This is a big investment for very little payout. Who was unemployed? You're unemployed. Is there anything your planet really lacks? You're an energy powerhouse. You're not really making a ton of science, but here, just build a basic science lab. That'll give you something to do. All you gotta do if you're unemployed in the Peterian Empire is tell the old emperor and, you know, he'll find you a job. Speaking of which, jobs, construction ship that was idle in Goibnu, and you can just do this now. Build mining stations, build research stations. And the rest of the empire just sits on its hands, so that's where I'm gonna wrap things up for the Peterian Empire. Pete, you didn't actually win the game. I mean, we didn't, but if we go actually look at the victory conditions, I kind of feel like it's really only a matter of time here. Let's see here. Go to, it's not that one. Yeah, victory. How close are we? 46 of 78 planets that are required are under our control. We could just come out here, conquer a few planets. By the time we get the Zaplos and the Commonwealth of Marak integrated, and really all we'd have to do is go beat the shit out of Frank Muterwood at this point, which I kind of feel like we wouldn't have a whole hell of a lot of trouble doing. If we built up to our fleet cap, we could go take him. We wouldn't have any trouble. We could take Muterwood. And maybe I'll play some of this off camera. Get to the point where we're ready to go tangle with Frank Muterwood, and then just throw in like a one-shot video of the final apocalyptic confrontation between myself and Muterwood. I don't want to uplift shit. I just want to research it because it's easy. But maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe that stuff can all happen off camera. But for Stellaris, I think this is going to be it. Stellaris is going to be replaced by something new. There's a brand new game out. Just came out. It's a colony and city builder. You know how I feel about builders and that I really, really like them. Called Avon Colony. And I think we're going to be giving that one a whirl. So, you know what? I'm putting the pause to the Peterian Empire here. Technology. Yeah, it's very nice. New research. Devastator torpedoes. Sure, they sound devastating. Kinetic weapon attack speed plus 5%. So at this point, we're basically just researching the same stuff over and over. It's going to be all just research upgrades from here on out. All stuff that's just repeatable research over and over and over again for a tiny, tiny bonus. To be like just... And that's why I think we could take the Valdari without too much trouble. They can't be far enough ahead of us scientifically to overcome our overwhelming size advantage. Because we're at like half of our fleet cap, and I think it says our fleets are roughly equivalent. Yeah. I don't know why they're superior. Their fleet power is equivalent. Their capacity is equivalent. Their technology level is equivalent. We could take them. We could take Muterwood. We could take him. All we'd have to do is build up to our fleet cap, or maybe even a little bit over, and go decimate him. There's no way he's going to be able to keep pace with us. From an output standpoint, we have to have way more minerals and energy than he could possibly be even generating in theory. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see the birth of a brand new colony for the Peterian Empire, you might consider subscribing as well. Avon Colony, first episode should go up probably tomorrow. So, yeah. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.